What is up, guys? It is your favorite Otaku Lotus here today, and welcome back to the Nerd Corner. And in today's video, it is time for another installment in the Sustain the Industry series. This is my haul for April 2016, and it's kind of small compared to some of my recent ones, although I did recently do one somewhat small haul. But yeah, I don't have a ton of stuff to show off, but I do still have some great things that I'm happy to add to the collection. So without wasting any time, let's just jump straight into it. Let's kick it off with the anime, and the first series I want to show you guys is High School of the Dead on Blu-ray, one of my top 10 favorites of all time, and probably my second or third favorite anime if I'm being honest. Now I know automatically I got people raising their eyebrows, looking at the screen funny, and questioning my taste in anime, but just hear me out for a second. Amazing soundtrack, amazing art animation, really badass characters, a cool story, and then you have the epitome of sexy and cool that is Seko Busujima, and you have a harem protagonist that's not a complete idiot and oblivious to all these attractive women coming onto him. I mean, if you're a fan of ecchi and harem anime, you can't hate on that. Now, if you're one of those people who thinks fan service is killing anime, you think ecchi and harems are stupid or they turn you off, by all means, this isn't meant for you. I understand why you don't like it. But me being the person I am, having the raunchy and vulgar sense of humor I've got, I find that fan service extremely hilarious, and I love ecchi and harem anime. And this is one of the most badass series that I have seen. The opening song is my #1 favorite opening of all time, and I just love High School of the Dead. And the only complaint I have for this series is that there is not more of it for me to enjoy. I just wish that we could get a season 2 or more of the manga because it's on hiatus, but unfortunately it just doesn't seem like either of those will ever happen. But I am going to buy the manga even though it is incomplete, and I'm going to love it and I'm going to enjoy it because I am a High School of the Dead fan. So yeah, I had to pick up the Blu-ray. And I also picked up the OVA, which is even more ridiculous and sexually explicit than the series itself. And we got my homegirl Seko Busujima there on the front, and I know I know that looks like straight up hentai, like that looks like it's pure flat out anime porn, but I promise it's not. Like I promise you, take my word for it, or watch it for yourself and find out. But what you see there on the front and what you can see from these screenshots on the back, that's pretty much the extent to how far the fan service goes. Like, it's really not any worse than the series itself. Granted, that is pretty bad in the eyes of some, but it's not any, worse than what you see in the series itself. It's just another 15-minute OVA, a beach episode that's basically giving fans of High School of the Dead, more fan service and more comedy. And I thought it was pretty funny. I enjoyed it. I got this for like $5. So if you're a fan of High School of the Dead and you like the whole ecchi harem fan service thing, I guess it's worth having in your collection. I probably won't be watching it again anytime soon, but I did enjoy it for what it was. But yeah. And next up we have the 25th anniversary edition Blu-ray DVD combo pack for Akira. Yes, one of the most iconic, influential classic films, animated or not, of all time. Akira has inspired, influenced, and motivated so many different directors, writers, and artists all around the world. And if you call yourself an anime fan and you have not seen this yet, you owe it to yourself to check it out at least once, probably at least twice, to be honest. I'm not saying you have to love it, I'm not saying you're going to love it, and I'm not saying you have to buy it, but any anime fan who has not seen Akira, you owe it to yourself to check it out. Do yourself a favor, watch it at least once or twice, because I promise you, it's worth it. And then next up we have Season 3 and Season 4 of the Dragon Ball Blue Break box sets. If you guys saw, maybe it was my December Sustain the Industry video, I picked up Season 5 in a buy one get one free deal. Well, that same store was having another one of those buy one get one free deals, and so I just decided to pick up these sets in reverse. So I had Season 5, so now I got 4 and 3, and I guess eventually I will be getting 1 and 2. And then that pretty much concludes all of the anime pickups, so I guess I'll jump straight into the manga, and the first one I'll be showing you guys is Volume 16 of Dragon Ball Z. Like I said before, slowly but surely picking this series up, but I am in no rush, no hurry to get it, but I am getting there, slowly but surely. There's Volume 16. Then on the back we have Super Saiyan Future Trunks and Super Saiyan Vegeta, probably one of the most badass father-son duos in all of anime and manga. That is just really dope. Vegeta is my second favorite character in Dragon Ball. Future Trunks is tied with Bardock for my #1, so I do really love these illustrations here on the back. But there's Volume 16 of Dragon Ball Z. Then next up we have Volume 4 of Twin Star Exorcist, Sosei no Onmyoji. If you're a fan of my channel, if you've been around for a month or two, you know how I feel about this series. I love the manga. It gets better and better with each volume. I like the anime, not anywhere near as much as I like the manga. The manga is so much better in my opinion. And if I'm going to recommend this series to anyone, I definitely recommend reading the manga as opposed to watching the anime. Although if you're going to do both, I would say watch the anime first, then read the manga, because it'll be a step up and it'll just make the manga seem that much better. At least that's how I view it. But yeah, this volume, I've already read it, and it actually ended off in the middle of like this really heated, intense fight between this character and Rokuro, our main character. And I want to see how it ends so bad, but volume 5 doesn't release until July. So I don't know, guys. I might have to cave and read some scanlations online, because I got to see how that fight ends, and I don't think I can wait that long. But Twin Star Exorcist, it's very generic in many ways. I'm not going to front on that, but it's very well executed. It's very fun. It's very enjoyable. I like it a lot, and it's one of my favorite manga that I'm reading right now. And then last but not least, the final series that I have for this haul video is Your Lie in April. Yes, I picked up the first 6 volumes of Your Lie in April, because there's no better time to pick it up. So Right Stuf was having a Kodansha Comics and Del Rey sale, so I decided why not pick up Your Lie in April, because it is a series I've been wanting to pick up and get into, because I absolutely love the anime. The anime, if I had to describe it in one word, is beautiful. I mean, that show, the music, the voice acting, the art animation, everything about that series is absolutely gorgeous, and I loved it to death. So I felt the need to have the manga in my collection. I don't think I'll enjoy the manga as much as the anime, because it's a series that's based around music. That's what it revolves around, is music. So you don't get that in manga format. Like, sure, I could play it in the background, but it's just not the same. So I don't know how well the story translates into manga form, but I will be reading it. I'm sure I'll love it. Just maybe not as much as I like the anime, but I am happy to have it in the collection. So there is volume 1. Here is volume 2, and I love these like pastel colors that they use for these covers. Here is volume 3. And Your Lie in April is actually the series that finally pushed me and motivated me to start learning how to play piano, because it was something I always wanted to learn how to do. And just after watching Arima Kosei, you know, struggle and strive through his piano playing, I was motivated. I went out and bought a keyboard and I started teaching myself how to play. Now, that being said, I haven't really been practicing diligently. I fell off hardcore. I went hard at it for about the first 2 or 3 months, and then I fell off after that. And here's volume 5, by the way, which I always thought looked kind of funny because he looks like he's spaced out, like he's hella zoned out. But yeah, I haven't really been playing the piano as much as I should be. I haven't really been practicing, but it was Your Lie in April that finally convinced me to get off my ass and actually pursue it. So there is volume 6, and that is the final volume, and this concludes everything that I picked up in my April Sustain the Industry video. So that is everything that I picked up for the month of April. Pretty small pickup video in comparison to some of the other videos that I have done, but I was putting money aside so that I can get some good shelves, but yeah, that didn't really work out. Finding good shelves is apparently a lot harder than I thought, especially finding shelves that make me happy, because I'm a very picky and a very indecisive person. Also, my space is limited in my room, so things did not go according to plan. Therefore, this haul video ended up being a lot smaller, and the collection video will have to be put on hold until I can get a hold of some proper shelving for all of my things. So with that being said, that is pretty much the end of this video. Drop a comment below letting me know what you guys picked up last month, this month, what you're getting next, what you're looking forward to. Hit this video with a like if you haven't already. Subscribe so you guys can stay tuned for all the awesome content I plan on bringing you guys. And with all that being said, that's pretty much all I have for today, so I will catch you guys next time. Later.